Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Marie Major, and in this video I want to talk about Michael Jackson and what Netflix just released. So on June 3rd, they released a documentary on Michael Jackson. Knew not to watch it, already knew, asked my intuition, is this gonna be good? Got a bad vibe, not gonna watch it. But I asked AI and Google, did my research to figure out, are they trying to spin a narrative of just negative energy about Michael Jackson once again? And yes, they were. So I canceled my membership with Netflix, and I'm just very disappointed. And this is where we need to be having conversations like this. How they silenced Aaron Carter, how they've silenced other kids, how they've tried to manipulate it, try to just do a different spin, a different narrative. And I just want to say that if you're new to my channel, I really try to speak about things and subjects on a spiritual lens, but everything is spiritual. So this is where I try to loop it into energy alignment, help you to tap into your own intuition, get your power back to go within. Everything is a journey within. So with this subject about Michael Jackson, what I want to say, I want to share a little story. And I also want to say, when these negative lower vibrations about him were surfacing, I got into so many arguments, and this is before I was on social media, but I got into so many disagreements with people because I just was always a believer in Michael Jackson. I still am. I will always believe his energy was always pure, always in tuned. He vibrated on a very high frequency of intelligence, of love, of oneness. He was so connected to Source, the creator. And a lot of people might ask, well, why did he have so much why was he met with so much contrast? And I'll get into that because I want to talk about the two forces of the universe that I usually speak about. But I want to share this little story that's always stuck with me. And I have family who was in Hungary, but during the war, half of them escaped to Canada and the other half escaped to Argentina. So I have a little, I guess it would be like my third cousin, and she was so cute, and I was about 16 years old, and I went to go visit them in Argentina, and she was about maybe 6 at the time. And we are driving from San Nicolas to Buenos Aires, which is like a 3-hour drive. And we're driving, and she has her headphones in, and she asked if I want to share one of the headphones with her. And this is I don't know what year this was, maybe 2009. I don't know. Something. It was before he passed away. And she was like, oh, she said in her cute little accent, her Spanish accent, saying, oh, I listened to Michael Jackson and he's my favorite. And she was 6 or 7 at the time. And I just had the biggest smile on my face, because the one thing that unites this world is music. It's not just love, but it's music. And when you are an artist that is tuned in, tapped in, you are in alignment, you are able to channel, you're allowing the universe of the energy, the cosmos, the star seeds, everything channel through you. You are a channeler. And he was also an artist that brought people together, brought humanity together. And these lower vibrational forces didn't like that. They did not like that. They wanted to silence him. He spoke up about Africa. He spoke up about Palestine. And they didn't want this. They wanted to silence him. And it's not just human forces. There was these lower vibrational entity forces, because in the world there's two two forces of nature, one force of forgetting and the one force of remembering. The one force of forgetting, it's emotions that are vibrating on like fear, lack, narrow-minded, hate, racism. These are the lower vibrational frequencies. So humans can match to that with what thoughts they're putting out, what they believe in, what their core beliefs are, how they're treating people, how they're treating themselves. So they can be in this energy of forgetting, but all in this vortex of energy, this energy, this vortex, there's gonna be lower beings, lower entities too in the universe being in this vortex, and it creates a force of nature. Then we have this other vortex, this other force, which is the force of remembering. And in this force are high vibrational energies like love, oneness, connection, unity, harmony. And these are high vibrational frequencies. This is the natural frequency that we are all from. But this is where certain beings, certain humans, certain entities get thrown off and they get into the path of forgetting. We want to stay on the path of remembering, because this force vibrates with nature. It vibrates with Mother Gaia. It vibrates with Source Creator. That's what it's on. So we have these two forces in nature. And when you become so loud and so powerful, just like how Michael Jackson was, you're going to have a lower vibrational frequency, energy, entities, beings, eyes on you, because you're getting so loud and you're becoming more powerful, and your work is working. It is working. So they become louder and they become more on you. And if you don't know how to protect your energy, which I feel like Michael Jackson did, I feel like he did know how to protect his energy, but it was also not the time in the collective. He didn't have the backup support that he actually does have right now. And it's sad to say that there wasn't enough support in that period of time. And, as the universe says, there's certain things like nature, Mother Nature has to play out in a certain way. It is maybe for the greater good. It doesn't mean that Michael Jackson isn't here, because death it's not a real thing. It's an illusion. But for us humans, we have a hard time wrapping our minds around that. So he's been really coming in strongly in a lot of artists, a lot of channelers, a lot of psychics, a lot of light workers, a lot of earthbound beings, and they're tapping into Michael Jackson's energy. And he is here helping us. He is here guiding us. He was guiding us on a human level, but now he is guiding us from a cosmic level, which is very powerful. But this is the thing, there's a lot of things like Princess Diana, for example. She spoke a lot about this. John Lennon spoke a lot about this. They did not want war. They wanted peace. They wanted love. They were explaining the truth that we come from Africa. Black people are the original blueprint of humanity. These are the messages they were saying. They were speaking up for Palestine. They were speaking up for people's rights. They were speaking up for humanity. And these lower vibrational beings, who are mainly beings that are government officials, a lot of elites, a lot of business owners, like big business, like banks, billionaire dollar companies, all that is these lower vibrational frequencies. So this is where we need to see what is happening right now. We need to see, and a lot of people are now waking up from this matrix and the illusion that a lot of humanity has been under. So keep that in mind. This has been a thing that they keep trying to silence, this truth, this knowing, this understanding, this love that Michael Jackson was channeling. He was tapping into it. His being was this. He was unconditional love. And he was so in alignment, and they were so threatened by that and intimidated by that and scared by that, because these lower beings, these lower frequencies are so intimidated by love, by connection, by oneness, by harmony. They can't even grasp it themselves because they are so pinched off from source. Abraham Hicks says that. You are so pinched off from source. So this is the thing. These people, these humans, and it's so sad because it's the humans running the governments right now, are so pinched off from source. But it also is showing you that the power is within the people. The power is within you. Going back to my cousin in Argentina, kids know alignment. They know energy. I just got shivers, just got goosebumps. Children know. Animals know. You can tell someone who's a good person if a child is running up to that person, if a butterfly is coming, if there's a hummingbird coming at that person, if whales, dolphins are communicating with you, if lions are looking at you with good energy and just at awe and at calmness. You are a person in alignment. And Michael Jackson had that. He had that. He was so just, he was his own force of nature. He was loving. He was kind. He was generous. He had empathy. He had harmony. He had magic. He had magic running through him. He was creative. He was beyond his time, beyond for the collective time. I feel like he's very on point for this timeline. And I think it's just so important to be very aware how the media, how people, how things are being spun, twisted, just like they have done in history. History has been suppressed, it has been twisted, religions, everything. The narrative of them trying to pin everyone against each other, religions against one another, races against one another, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. And I can't believe so many people are buying the bullshit that they keep trying to spin. And I'm asking you to tap in and to tune into your own intuition, into your own energy field, and ask yourself, does that person feel aligned? What I'm hearing right now, does that feel aligned? Can I feel alignment in this? Asking, you have your own intuition, use it. Use it. Feel the energy for yourself. That being said, very disappointed in Netflix. Knew not to watch that documentary, had to ask AI, and then I saw some other people's posts and I was like, wow, yeah, horrible. It's these lower vibrational forces, and don't forget, humans are involved in this. Humans, being, entities, energy, it's all in there. It's not just these evil beings from the universe. No, it's humans who are actually doing the most harm right now. And I want people to see that. The more louder we get about this, the more this energy will be met. But love always wins. Love always wins. It's in every movie. Love always wins. And you can either believe that or not believe that. But whatever, when you believe in it, that's where you're vibrating on the force of remembering. But if you decide not to believe that love always wins, then you are tuning your energy field to this lower vibrational frequency, this frequency of fear and forgetting. That is the lower vibrational frequency. So ask yourself, ask your energy. Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Any questions, please ask. I really just ask you to just be a part of this community and to tune in if you feel called to it. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you all so much love.